guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Ryo K. In this video I'm going to be teaching you how to change your hair from being black to brown in just very easy steps. So if you're looking to change your hair color, this video is for you. So just sit back, relax and enjoy. So this is the hair I'll be working with today. It's a new hair, as you can see, and it's actually a bouncy hair. There's a misconception that coloring your hair spoils the hair, but that's not true as far as it is well colored correctly. Now, everything has manual after all. So the first thing you need to do is to comb the living daylight out of this hair. I'm just showing you how curly the hair is, and for you to just know that it's really bouncy, it's raw hair, right? So be it a wig, bouncy hair, straight hair, even if it's curly hair, you have to comb the living daylight out of your hair, right? To avoid tangles, and also to avoid color in one side and no color in the other side. So yes, I'm going to be using bleaching powder. Anyone that you can get in from your beauty supply store is fine, but I advise you use a dust-free one. Just check the nylon for the specification and the instructions. So in order for you to do, this is what I call the water bleaching method, right? Make sure the quantity of the bleach is more than the quantity of the developer. So here I'm going to be using 2 cups of developer to 2 cups of bleach to 1 cup of developer, right? So this is the one I'm using, right? So yeah, just keep watching. Guys, don't do any color job or bleaching work without your gloves. I like to use these ones, but you can get those other rubber ones instead. So I'm adding my developer here. Every drop counts, right? So like I said, the bleach powder should be more than the developer because we're doing a water bleaching method, right? So baby, take your time. Let me know when you tell me what. So like I said, every drop of developer count. So I literally just rinsed the container with water, and I also added a little water to my mixture, right? Now once you've done that, just mix. But guys, please do not add too much water, right? You can see the bleach quantity, it isn't much, so make sure you just eyeball it and see the quantity of water that you are going to add. I ran out of bleach, and that's why I'm going to be working in small quantities so I can maximize the bleach powder, right? Now I did the bundle separately, and then I later did the closure. Whenever you're working, make sure you are fast with your bleach, because trust me, it's already processing, and that's why it's usually better to have prepped your hair first by combing it out very well to ensure that the mixture has to ensure that the hair is without tangles before you start mixing your bleach, right? So just keep watching. I'm purposely not speeding up this process here just so you are able to see that I took my time to comb through while I was working with the hair and the bleach, right? The more you dip the hair in the bleach, the more you should keep combing. Every strand of hair should touch the bleach, right? And you can see after some time I started using my hand to work my way to work the bleach into the hair, right? So it's not just combing, you have to use your hand to make sure it's saturated. Now the reason I'm doing this is because this is bundles, right? And I'm going to wig it afterwards, but sometimes you might just want to leave it like this in bundles. So you have to ensure that it is the bleach touches the root of the hair. Like I said, it's still in bundles and it hasn't been loosened out. If you loosen it out, it's kind of more stressful to work with, right? But like this is more manageable. So you have to keep working, combing, massaging the bleach into the hair till you feel like you've gotten every strand of the hair wet with bleach. So just keep watching. Now for the closure, remember I said the bleach should be more than the developer, right? Now the powder in this container is usually not that much anyway, so I just wanted to use this pack for this work. So I emptied the remaining powder for the closure, added my developer and a little water, and then I continued working with it. So just keep watching. Whole lot of crying, whole lot of telling me I should be dying to be like you, but I don't want to be like you. There's been a whole lot of trying, whole lot of crying, whole lot of telling me I should be dying to be like you, but I don't want to be like you. Cause I could do better, I could do better, I could do better than that. be afraid to dip the closure in the mixture. Trust me, no worries. An advantage of this method is that as far as you made your mixture correctly and it's properly mixed, it helps to bleach the knots in the process without damaging the closure, unlike when you bleach the knots directly. I hope you get what I mean. So I literally combed through thoroughly, made sure, like I said, every strand of hair touches the bleach, and then I went ahead to just pour the remaining, like the excess, into the bundles on, and I massaged the hair again. Anyway, just keep watching.
There's been a whole lot of crying, whole lot of trying, whole lot of telling me I should be dying or be like you. I don't wanna be like you. There's been a whole lot of trying, whole lot of crying, whole lot of telling me I should be dying or be like you. I don't wanna be like you.
So now it's time for washing. A lot of factors actually come into play here as regards time, but the best thing to do is to keep checking the hair and wash it once it has gotten to your desired shade, right? Now make sure you rinse the hair thoroughly. If not, once the hair is dry, you start seeing bleaching particles, and it's actually very annoying once you start seeing bleaching particles when it's dry. So make sure you don't mince water. Don't be miserly with water. Rinse. As you can see, this is the fact that I did this work in two different containers. I mean, I bleached the bundles in one container, and then I also bleached the closure in another container. You can see that both of them have the same shade. One would have thought that maybe they will come out with different shades, but no. Like I said, this hair obviously is a luxury extension, and you can see that the color is the same. So rinse, and yeah. So the next step will be to now wash with your clarifying shampoo, then go in with your purple shampoo. But I decided to skip the clarifying shampoo because I feel like I'm going to get the same results. So please do not be miserly with your shampoo. Make sure you wash thoroughly. Now, the first time you're going to use the shampoo, it might not lather that much, and that's because, of course, you know, it's working, right? So it all depends. You can wash minimum of twice, but make sure you wash it very well. So I washed with the purple shampoo 3 times. I did it the first time, did it the second time, and then the third time. Remember, the first time might not lather so much, and that's because, you know, the shampoo is working. So yeah, just keep watching. One thing of note is that when you're washing the bundles, you can also add shampoo directly on the bundles and maybe use a brush to even wash the bleach particles off, right? And then please be mindful of the closure also. Do not add the shampoo directly on the closure, right? It's better for you to add it into the water and then, you know, wash the closure well in the water instead of you adding the shampoo directly. You know, this is purple shampoo, right? And it just might stain your closure. You don't want to give yourself double work. So yeah.
Where you been and where you hiding? I know you're lying. Don't you try it, no. You really shouldn't play with fire. Put it out with water.
So now the next step will be to add treatment to the hair. This is a treatment step. This is my holy grail, guys. You can never catch me working on hair without me using treatment. Now in this container, I have a combination of like 5 treatments, right? Well combined to add life and moisture and also restore like shine and zazz to the hair, right? So yeah. So I like to add, you know, that just to ensure that, you know, I bring shine, right? It's not just putting treatment or just adding one treatment or the other, right? I just have to add more life to it and more shine to it. So you know, I always say that I like to wet my sink first with the treatment and then now going with the hair, right? So that's what I'm doing. See guys, the same way you massage the bleach is the same way you massage the treatment. You should not skip this process. You have to make sure that every strand of hair touches the treatment, right? No matter how small or how short you think the process of bleaching was, you have definitely stressed your hair, and you have to feed the strand back to life. I cannot overemphasize this, right? So you see me, just feeding the hair, massaging the hair, and combing the treatment into the hair. So basically that's what I'm going to be doing here. So just keep watching. Y'all already know the drill now. Who else has nylons on their window like me? Well, call me old-fashioned. Yes, I agree. Anyway, I just dropped the hair in the nylon, tied it well, and left it till the next day. But if you're in a rush, just pour the boiling hot water on the nylon in a bowl and cover it, then leave it to cool. Then you can just rinse it out. So, yeah. So now, guys, it's rinsing time. Look at the water. One would have actually thought that, we used maybe color or dye on this hair, but no. So another step of rinse is what we're doing here. Make sure every drop of product has to be rinsed out thoroughly. Trust me, I can't tell you the number of times to rinse this hair. Just make sure you rinse, comb through, and then continue rinsing till the water is clear, right? And yes, that means just make sure you rinse till the water is clear. So, guys, also be very mindful of the closure, right? This is lace. I'm actually working with HD lace. So you know that HD lace is actually very, very delicate. So depending on your lace, but irrespective, just make sure you are careful with the lace and the closure. That way you don't tear it. So yeah, just keep watching. First bundle done, second bundle completed, and the wig is all ready. Now it's time to style the hair. I want to create a loose wave bouncy curls to this hair, and that's what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to use my curler to just, achieve that. So just keep watching.
Rewind, when we rewind, feels so nice.
Unraveling the curls, I sprayed with holding spray a little just to give the curls more hold. Then I combed it out, and this is what we have. You can see how lush and beautiful this looks. Goal achieved. I'm so in love with this hair. I mean, the color, the curls, the bounce. It's AWESONE. Awesome. Able to learn one or two things in this video, and you'll be able to change that hair color when you're ready. So kindly subscribe, like, drop a comment in the comment box. I really want to see your comments, and turn on your notification bells. Okay, see you in my next video. Bye.